Hey Chris, how's it going? Doing pretty good today. Just getting everything set up last minute here, making sure the game's loaded up. Hey TJ. Thank you for being here. $11 p.m. Is that your time? Very nice, very nice. Very cool. 10 p.m. in Wales. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. here on the California West Coast side. All right, so we're just about to start here. Yeah, Chris, any cool crafts today? I'm going to show off this, what I call the Untitled Craft 1. It's inspired by some other crafts that I've seen way back in the day. Very small, very fast. Sort of like an inverted F108 or whatever it was. I can't remember if that's the right word, right numbers for it, but I'm thinking about just flying up and out as fast as I can. And then wherever we land, kind of work on building a base. Oh, brakes. it's quite twitchy. It's way up there. It's a very unique name, yes. The hardest part about this craft is it definitely likes to go a bit too fast. Here we go. Oops. Yep, there. It's the end of that flight. All right. Revert to launch. So a couple of weeks ago, I was trying to kind of copy one of these Rapier engines into a new config file and convert the second mode, the dry mode, to the landing gear didn't work on that press. Convert the dry mode to a air breathing high atmosphere where it only works when it's past Mach 2.5, so like a scramjet. I was able to get it done on my stock save where I do my little tests. It's just a very basic setup for KSP. It's just plain stock. I was able to get it to work there, but when I copied the config file over here, it was nowhere to be found. Can't find it anywhere. Still in the config file game folder, like a mod should be, but it was not doing what it should do. All right, let's pull way up. Going to the beauty shop mode. All right, so way up high. There, flame out. How's the audio for you guys? To me, it feels like the game's a bit quiet. Nice and clear. Okay, cool. Thank you. So my favorite mod that not much for gameplay sound, which is fine. Yeah, cool. My favorite mod to use for atmospheric flying is atmospheric autopilot. And this, get on a time warp there. This mod definitely helps. Like I said, my angle of attack, maximum G's for each craft, pitch rate limit, roll rate limit. It's wonderful. Also being able to do a mouse controller. So wherever your mouse is aimed, it will, like wherever your camera is aiming, it will fly in that direction. Well, it should at least. Is it going to do that today? Oh, let's cruise. Here we go, mouse. Hit the wrong button. Haha. I prefer standard fly-by-wire for most of my flying. Okay, so we're over here in these mountains. Exactly where are we? A bit north of KSP. So I also have the deferred lighting or deferred rendering from BlackRack installed. So I'm noticing these colors here on the mountain for the first time being nice and bright green. I'm not sure if that's its natural color or if that's my mod interacting with other forms of color. Seems to be quite stuttery for me on this end. And then Chris, you're asking how does it work with the roll? Yeah, so if I just tap on Q to roll to the left, it'll just roll increments at a time. I do have it on precise mode over here. For me, that's the enter key, might be tab for you. And then I have coordinated turn on as well. So at that point, coordinated turn is going to work with the rudder and your pitch and that to get the turn to be nice and smooth. This is far too glitchy for my happiness. Okay. Yeah, what I also appreciate about Atmosphere Autopilot is you can turn on the manager here and select a waypoint. Either type it in via coordinates or even select a waypoint on the map. So let me try that out real quick. Show that off for you. Oh, that's what it's trying to do. Vertical motion, 0. Waypoint. So at this point, you can see with the cruise flight controller, I'm able to select level or a specific heading or my waypoint and even have a speed control. So this craft at about 18,000 meters is able to easily cruise at Mach 5.2. My guess is my waypoint is somewhere over here. It's trying to go, what was this at 470 kilometers away? All right, let's climb a little bit. This thing is barely on, and it's going so fast. Jeez. Yeah, so I gotta... Come on, climb out. There we go. Ooh, there's the moon. Oh, yeah. Let's zoom into the moon. Reset roll. So I customized the config file for me here with a zoom to be able to zoom in very, very far. So if you go into your camera tools mod and go to your config file, there's your maximum zoom and your minimum zoom. And so I went ahead and put my maximum zoom to be somewhere around, what was it, 100,000 times. So I can zoom quite crazy. I also changed my move speed to be extremely fast. Clouds are getting in the way. All right, we're going to reset. So yeah, this craft is going very fast. We're at Mach 3 right now. Let's go ahead and stop it there. Hey, not 5.25 or 35. Mach 3. Oh, there it goes again. It's saying no. I want 3, please. So the downside to having slight lag is, even though I've selected out of the text box over here for my speed control, it didn't realize that I had selected out of the text box. So I have to click like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do while this is cruising over, I'm going to go ahead and just turn my move speed up to the maximum. So I put the move speed at about 1 million, as you can see, 1E plus. So I just tap on the forward button and it's gone. Where is the planet? Way over there. Okay, so there's the moon and there's the planet. That is insane. That was so fast. 1 second worth of time at 1 million move speed. If I just tap it again, it's right there. Oh, we just passed it again. Jeez. Come on. Rotate for me. There it is. Ooh, nice. So I typically am able to get some really crazy shots by just putting it a little bit lower than that and moving backwards. Goodbye, Kerbin. All right, reset. All right, so we're Mach 3, almost 8,000 meters up, 224 kilometers to go. So it's probably somewhere around here. Where is my target? Is it back to the KSC or what? I was looking at possibly trying out that Monte Carlo river run. I did it many years ago, back when it was really, really brand new. Bradley Winston's back, what, 5 years ago? I challenged everybody to the Monte Carlo run, which was super fun. I didn't have the tools to record anything at that time, really. So I just tried it out myself, and it was pretty cool. Did you, Christopher or TJ Bot, or anyone who's watching, Did you try that Monte Carlo run back in the day? It looks like my target here for my waypoint is the KSC. So we flew way out and we came back. Okay. So what we'll do, I was wanting to land somewhere different, but what I'll do is I'll just jump over to one of my other sites that I've been working on. This one up here. Yeah. LRG cargo. So Chris, you tried it once and crashed? Yes. That was my thing. I just had fun with it, kept it slow so I could accomplish the task. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Let me try going as fast as I possibly can. Always ended up crashing. All right, speed control off. How far are we from the KSC? Not too far. A wonderful thing about the atmospheric autopilot is able to do time warp very well. It does the avionics calculations every frame. So if the pitch is off for whatever reason or there's some oscillation, it will cancel it out even at 4 times physics warp. I just noticed there's no music playing. Haha. Well, I guess it's okay. Oh, man. Well, that's it for that craft. My goodness. Look at that. It is totally mangled. At least we survived. All right, so Chris was saying you started slow, got bored, put the foot down. Yeah, drowned. Definitely. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and revert flight from here because I don't feel like leaving this out here. So we'll go back to space plane hangar. Let's go to the moon. Here's my Moonhopper 2, heavily inspired by some sci-fi craft from many different places, of course. We'll see how well this will fly around. So what's great about Kerbal Konstructs is you're able to set up a launch site. Having some glitches there. Ooh, that's weird. Okay. There we go. Activate. Yeah, any landing you walk away from is a good landing. Yep, definitely. All right, so this craft here has a VTOL as well as a forward-facing set of engines. And I don't know why it's pointing up. Pointing forward, please. Whoa. Oops. No, this is not going to be good. A little bit too fast on the turn. Oh, well. Time to revert. So like I was saying, this craft has a set of engines that are facing downward and a set of engines that are facing rearward, which allow a VTOL flight. And so that's action group 2. Get my gear. And yeah. Yeah, we didn't walk away from that. No way. So one of the mods that I consider like essential for having a like easy VTOL would be TCA mod, throttle controlled avionics. You can set up which engines you have. Let's see, we'll do thrust and maneuver. Yeah. Turn those on. I think that'll be good. Let's see, enable. Smart engines. Oh yes, there we go. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I didn't set it up before. Oh, come on. Not walking away from that one either. Okay, so if set up properly in the VAB, let's actually go back and do that real quick. Space plating hangar, VAB, whatever it is. You go to TCA. Yeah, it should be here. Oh, it's gonna not be nice to me and not show me. Oh well. Veos dropped a VTOL video. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh man, so cool. All right, so with TCA, you should be able to, you can read through the manual, see what's going on, what does what. But what's really cool about it is that it looks at your engines and what you have, and you can assign them to a specific control group, such as engine group 1 or group 2, and have them be able to perform different functions. Let's take this one for example. Moon base launch. This one's already been set up with TCA and has quite a lot of power out on the moon. It's kind of like a jump ship. TCA will auto balance your engines. So if you have 6 or 7 or 3, it will balance everything for you. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and ask it to move upwards, start the engines. There we go. So then you just use your throttle up and throttle down to set your ascent or descent speed. And then if you had the need to, you could set up waypoints, say go over there, go over there, go over there, and then come back over here and tell it to land at waypoint 4. We'll land at waypoint 4. And let's follow route. And I'm not doing any inputs here. This is just going to do it by itself. I will tell it to follow terrain so that we don't end up crashing into the side here. So at that point, it will try and make sure to not... Wait, yes, it's going to crash. Come on. Jeez. Okay, that was close. Talk about not exactly remembering how to control everything perfectly. So much fun. All right, I'm going to get rid of waypoint 5 over there because I want to come back and land at waypoint 4. So the thing is that this will follow route. Come on, are we following it? No, it's not. What? I guess it's having a little bit of trouble figuring out what it wants to do. So while this is doing this sort of flying around on its own, I should be able to actually get out of this craft and move over to another craft here. Let's see if I can I get over to that guy? No, I can't. Tab. Cannot switch the vessel while it's about to crash. No, it's not going to crash. One dream mod that I have is to be able to have a little mini map right down here in this right-hand corner that shows its location, like whatever your base is, whatever your crafts are around. Okay, no, can't switch. It's because I'm under 500 meters, isn't it? Yeah. So I guess we're just going for a ride. Let me delete waypoints 2 and 3. Yeah, let's just do that. We're just going to go back and land at waypoint 4. The other controls up here allow you to either fly level, cruise at a specific speed to a specific direction. Stop will anchor you. Well, anchor will anchor you, but stop will stop any. Let's actually just stop here. So now it's going to literally just hover at this location above wherever I told it to stop. If I anchor, then I can push it forward and it will kind of fly forward, but then it will come back. Okay, I'm going to follow route to waypoint 4 and cannot increase time warp. So there's about 1 minute left on the ETA, according to this. Yeah, I wish the minimap mod would be already available. That would be super cool. Instead of landing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this, wow, look at that texture over there bouncing around. Okay. So I'm going to tell it to stop, and then I'm going to have it follow my target. So I'm going to set this craft here as a target and select follow. And if I move over to this, can I tab over? Yes, I can. Now this ship up there is going to follow wherever I drive this. Don't want to go too fast because oh yeah, we'll end up flipping. Oh my goodness, no. Oh no. Let's stop that. And no. Here we go. We're gonna crash. Here it is. Boom. Oh man. Hey, what's up, Juicy? How's it going? All right, let's see. There it is. It's flying above me. Switch back over. So it's linking. It says, hey, I'm following this craft. And it will just continue to follow until it either runs out of gas. When it gets very low on fuel, it actually has an emergency landing protocol. So TCA will take over and say, hey, we have to land. We're no longer able to maintain flight. It also can work with parachutes. So if you have a parachute on board and you happen to be on a planet with an atmosphere, it will use the calculations of the parachute to do a controlled landing. I just love this mod is quite insane. Yeah, so here we are following the crashed vehicle. That's always fun. We're going to follow route and land back down at that final waypoint. And then I'm going to take a very short break. Have to move some laundry real quick. Yeah, what's KSP without a few crashes? It's, it wouldn't be KSP, right? Yeah, land on arrival. So we can see it looks like deferred rendering is allowing me to see through this paint line here. I will have to come back at a different time and test this exact location again with deferred rendering out. Kerbal Konstructs, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is not being fully supported right now. So it makes sense that something new would cause some rendering see-throughs. Looks good here, right? At that angle. All right. So, like I said, I'll be right back in just a second. right, we're back. Catch up with the text here. Oh yeah, okay. Thoughts on KSP2? Yeah, it's a sad thing. I was looking forward to KSP2 and was sort of thinking it was going to be like, whoa, a good thing. But then as I was watching it develop, I was like, yeah, it's taking a bit too long. What's going on? And I just was quiet about it, keeping hope that it would be, just cooking in the background. But yeah, kind of sad to see it go. Maybe if some very wealthy community-led group gets together and kind of buys the IP for it, then maybe it could be revived and renewed from the community's point of view. But something that large is probably not even possible in that way. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. All right, so what we just did is we had this little craft kind of fly around the moon and then land back at the moon base, showing off a TCA mod. Quite interesting. A lot of fun to use. I also crashed a rover down on the hill over there. That was quite funny. What's Joan Lee doing way over there? It's inside. Wait. Oh, it's there. I was about to say, how did it get in the building? Yeah, Chris, the IP should be free. Yeah, exactly. Take-Two should just be like, hey, of course, a company such as Take-Two or any company for that matter has to look out for their bottom dollar. So they probably would just rather hold on to it until somebody comes along with some money and says, hey, I'm willing to buy it. All right, we're going to revert back to space plane here. Yeah, hopefully it's not too infuriating for you, Chris. What I do is I try and just smile about it and say, hey, what I'm going to do is try and take my ability with KSP1 and turn it into the dream game that I was hoping to see. So eventually. All right, so here's my Osprey. I flew a little bit last time using a large alligator hinge, and set the angles and rates and everything to fly. So I'll fly a little bit over to one of the Kerbals that seems to be stranded out about 90 kilometers north. And then after that, we'll probably call it a day. I don't have much else planned other than that. Oh, it's the moon. Oh, I forgot to change the launch site. All right, reverting back. That will not work here on the moon. Thank you, Chris. I love this craft too. It's definitely something that was a lot of fun to make. I have a couple other design ideas that I want to try out, but haven't necessarily had the right amount of time to test it properly without like infinite fuel and all that sort of stuff. If it requires infinite fuel to get it off the ground, then it's probably not viable as a full-fledged craft. You love seeing all the moon machines? Yeah. Yeah, so for the moon base, my goal is to have a couple of craft that just kind of hang out there all the time that will act as the resource gatherer sort of NPCs. Even though they don't move or do anything, they just kind of act that way. Dogfight mode. Turned on atmospheric autopilot just to help control direction and everything. So while that's flying, let me grab... No, that's too far. That guy's way over there. Last time I flew over here to this base, just sits there and wants to go. All right, so I'm going to pick a waypoint. I first have to be in cruise flight mode. I don't want my waypoint selected. Come on. There we go. We'll select that as a waypoint. All right, so it looks like it's lining up. And I'll need to set my vertical motion to probably well above 3,000. Let's see. Choosy, what you're saying? What is the mod like that enhances the lighting of the engines? Oh yeah, so probably I'm not running any mods currently for the engine or engine lighting. There is an engine lighting mod, but also waterfall, which right now I only have the waterfall effects for lights. I disabled the engines out of the waterfall package because it was actually overriding my it was overriding the sounds for my favorite sound mod, Rocket Sound Enhancements. So with Rocket Sound Enhancements, it loads in more realistic tones for each of the engines, including like rockets and everything. And you can also get mock dampening. So you get mock dampening, Doppler effect, internal dampening, external. If you go up into space, there's the vacuum. So it gets quieter in space. You don't hear the engine sounds. It also adds sounds for rotors. So helicopters have tone. Yeah, waterfall, definitely. That one is really cool. I just currently don't have it on my system. Let's see, am I going to hit this? I always love playing chicken with the ground. Oh, it looks like someone's crashed over here. Yeah, the blur effect that comes out of the engines in the atmosphere is really cool. And yeah, no smoke. Can not die today? Oh, yeah, this is going to be bad. Here we go. Bye-bye, guys. All right, that's it for that flight. Yeah. I pushed the wrong button there. It decided to not work for me. Not again, exactly. As you can see, I am definitely not one of the best out there. It takes a lot of effort. And if I'm just playing around, having fun, trying to do like recording wise to get some beauty shots and make my, couple times a month video posts, yeah, I won't crash him. So last flight, let's see. Should we fly LRG future cargo? I'll load this up so you can see. Oh, this is just the cargo. Should we fly this one? Or should we fly the futuristic one? LRG future. Both of them have 4 Goliath engines. Both of them have a 5% rake on the wings, so it's constantly lifting. One of them looks more futuristic. The second one, yes. Okay, this one here, LRG Future Cargo. At least I only crash crafts, just like crashed games today. Oh yeah, that's no good. I actually have not experienced. Oh, is it to the moon or is it to this? We're gonna see here in a second. So Juicy said you learned the exploit of the big S Elevon in a way that if you stack them a bunch front to the back of the plane, it makes it turn on a dime. Okay. Yeah. That's insane. All right, I'm going to turn the music off for this one here. What's up, Beetle Rock? Welcome to the stream. Just taking out a wonderful plane for a nice flight. So if you hear that, that's the Mach dampening happening. Let's see how fast we're going. All right, Mach 1.4. So the fastest I've gotten this plane to go is very fast. With this thing at like max throttle. Let's see, get it max throttle. I'm gonna spin it back around. The worst cinematic shot. Yeah, currently not in cinematic shot mode or anything. Not using camera tools as off. Now it's on. Now it's off. All right, this thing can top out at a pretty quick speed before it starts burning up. So if you use MechJeb, go to, it's like if you have all the mods, right? You can have to prevent engines overheating on. So at that point, it's not going to blow up. One Goliath, just one is enough. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's more about the aesthetics of the build. They definitely don't like flying any higher than 10,000. Yeah. Flying it usually to the ends where the engine's overheating, where it's crashing. Yeah, they do get hot. I think they need the lower atmosphere density in order to cool off. I've also noticed that if you do push them to their maximum speed, they overheat even at low altitudes. So I think the sweet spot for this engine flying is probably about 8,500 kilometers. Oh, sorry, yeah. No, 8,500 meters, 8.5 kilometers. Psh, we're not in space yet. I'm actually going to come over here and try and land at these guys. So now I'm currently flying with 0 SAS and the autopilot manager's off. So this craft actually, here we go, using inputs from my Logitech 3D. It's pretty stable. Same heat output as a nuclear reactor? That's nuts. That is insane. I would not have guessed that. All right, back to atmospheric autopilot. Just turn those off so we don't see them anymore. Let's see if we can land at this location and go for a small swim. Swimming trunks. I don't think anybody brought swimming trunks. The Kerbals are always wearing their gear, ready for any mission. Didn't even see the run right? Yeah. It's actually a road with Kerbal Konstructs. It was my first attempt at building something. We have to go really slow. And then all of our craft are loading in physics range. And there we go. At least we... At least they survived. Nope. All right. Oh my goodness. That was so... I cannot believe that happened. Vessel was destroyed. Cannot survive. Jeez. All right. Let's go over here. Yeah. Yeah, fly to a base, and as soon as you get in the physics range, everything explodes. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, here's the little base. Never mind that crash that just happened over there. It's perfectly fine. It's normal. So when I first landed this Goliath Osprey over here, I went ahead and started using Kerbal Konstructs to build this out. The runway survived. Yes, it did. And then I was wanting to be like, okay, this is going to be like a cool little water park or something. Like, here's Lake Kerbin. And then, of course, I added a kraken in the water. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's stream, guys. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Thank you for being up here on a Saturday with me, especially those who were watching from the other side of the world, across the pond. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And I think I'm going to try, where's my ending sequence? All right, let's see. Is it this one? Yep. All right. Well, thank you. Hope you'll have a great rest of your weekend and have fun.